Webheads, it's Christmas Eve, and before you get those final presents put under the tree and getting that Christmas Eve meal ready, why don't you take some time and watch this week's Comic Book Haul? Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, this is episode 453, and this is the video series where each and every week I show you guys what I picked up at the comic book store, and I want to thank Comic Central for always providing those great comics and awesome customer service. If you're in Central Florida, in the city of Sanford, go ahead and check them out. So guys, sorry this video is a little bit late, but man, it's been hectic because of Christmas and all kinds of extracurricular stuff, but I did get this video out to you. Get ready for the mysterious black bag. Here we go, everybody. Yes. And so this week I don't think was a huge week for me, but I did get some good stuff. So here we go. The mysterious black bag is in full effect now. And what's inside? Of course, it's the comic books. So here we go. There is the stack of books. And let's see what I got. All right. So, first things first here. Wound up getting this cool DC Future State poster that has all of the titles on it. Has it kind of like front and back, I guess. And it's got the whole checklist there. So we get to see that. So that's kind of cool. So maybe it might take place as something here. I don't know if that makes it look too busy. Maybe over here. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to put it somewhere because I think it's kind of cool. All right. So next, let's see what else I got. I wound up getting this Fantastic Four Marvel 2021 calendar. So which I think is kind of cool. My shop was given away for free. Of course, it's got your checklist, and then it's got after the rain, or after the dawn comes the rain. But yeah, here is your 2021 calendar. So I think that's kind of cool. Again, I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it all has to do with all Fantastic Four covers. So that's kind of neat, man. I think that's cool. All right. So let's get on to the comic books for the week. What did I pick up? So the first thing I wound up getting is this really cool King in Black issue 2, this 1 in 50 variant cover. And the reason why I like this cover so much is we get to see the detail of the symbiotic dragon. Sorry about the glare. But then you get to see like how big the creature actually is, say, compared to like Spider-Man and the ocean and everything else. I just think it gives it a good scope, right, of things there. So I think that's really cool cover they have. 1 in 50. Happy to have it in the collection. All right, so next from Marvel here, we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue 54 LR. So we got that going on in here. Here's some of the interior artwork. Looks like Mary Jane is making her presence in this book as well. She has a major play, I guess, in this particular story. We're still doing with Sin Eater here. And, of course, the rest of the supporting cast when it comes to, you know, Spider-Man's friends. So not the greatest when it comes to these tie-in stories, you know, when it comes to The Last Remains or whatnot. It's okay. All right, next we have independent comic. We have The Department of Truth. This is issue, I think we're on 4 now. So this book has been really good too. I feel like it has to deal with, it's more like a bunch of one-shot stories more than like a continuous story. I could be wrong. It could be leading into something else. But again, it has to deal with always conspiracy theories. There's some of the artwork in there also. So here's some more. So this is the type of art that it is. In case you haven't read it yet. It's a good series. How long will I read this? I don't know. But it's pretty good. All right, so next, I wound up getting Excalibur issue 16. So I'm jumping back on board with Excalibur. This is same thing. It's the, you know, ramifications of Ten of Swords. And I'm giving all the X titles a try, like I said earlier. If they don't interest me, then I'll just drop them again. So here's some of the interior artwork here. I have no idea what was going on with Excalibur before Ten of Swords actually happens. You know, I want to like this book. I like Rogue as a character. I love some of the characters in this book. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. So there you have it. That's Excalibur. That's issue 16. All right, next. I have a Family Tree. This is issue 10. Always a solid book. I love the artwork in here. Love the story of just this young girl turning into a tree. And now we're dealing with the post-apocalyptic situation now with Meg's parents, her brother, and who's alive and who's dead, and what's going to happen when this is over. This series is coming to an end. This is one of my favorite titles of the year when it comes to indies. It's definitely different. It's out there. Really enjoy it. This is The Family Tree. All right. Next, I wound up getting more King in Black goodness here. I wound up getting the King in Black tattoo variant, so that's really awesome. I love the white backgrounds, you know, the white backgrounds, and then you got the red and blacks there. So I got that variant, and then I wound up getting the King in Black main cover, because that's going to be the reading copy, of course. So, and I still have to read it. So I'm kind of behind on some comics this week. And then next, I wound up getting Maestro issue 5. This is such a good book. I really love this book so much. And I can't wait till the second volume of this comes out. You know, we get to see the journey of Bruce Banner becoming Maestro in this book. Then in the next series, we get to see him pretty much take over the world. I love the battle between Hercules and Hulk in the last issue on how he winds up becoming the new Maestro. That was fantastic. So this is really good. Look at the artwork in this, man. Who's on fire right there? That's so good. I love it. So that's Maestro. This is issue 5. All right. Next, go to an indie book here. We have Scumbag. This is issue 3. I liked issues 1 and 2. However, this kind of reminds me of Deadpool. Like, the humor is good up until a point. When does it get old? Until the Scumbag just, his dialogue gets old, his jokes get old, and him being a druggie or a loser gets old. You know, like, I want him to clean up his act, turn the corner, become a good soldier, and I want him to save the world. That's kind of like what I want for him. I want to see him grow as a character, not just stay this loser and everything happens on accident for him and everything just works out by accident. I don't want that. So we'll see what happens. Great artwork. It's gorgeous. And I feel like it's getting better actually with each issue. So cool book. I just want to see where it goes from here now. So this is the Scumbag issue 3. I want to see really how he develops his powers, how he uses that serum that was injected from him by accident. All right. Next, we wound up getting Spider-Woman. This is issue 7. This is your King in Black tie-in of the week. I'm really anxious to see what Jessica Drew has in store for her when it comes to the King in Black tie-in. Like, supposedly now she's in space. So it looks like she's doing battle against one of the dragons, which seems to be, a lot of this story when it comes to the tie-ins. It's like, oh, we're going to tie it in. We're going to have our hero do battle against the symbiotic dragon. That's a good tie-in. That's what it seems to be all about, except for Black Cat. Black Cat was like her point of view dealing with Null coming to Earth, which I thought was really brilliant done. And if you haven't checked that video out, how I covered all the King in Black tie-ins last week, go ahead and check that out. So there we have that, and there is Spider-Woman issue 7, okay? And now, when it comes to the Facebook shout-outs this week, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Everyone gets a shout-out this week for joining the group and just sharing all of your hauls each and every week, sharing your graded books, just sharing everything in general that has to do with comics. That group has become quite large in a short amount of time. So I just wanted to say thank you all who've taken the time to join it. It's a great community there. Everyone gets along really nice. If you guys haven't joined the Facebook group page yet, go ahead and join it. Just go on to my Facebook group page. It's called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite. And you just go on there. You ask for permission. I'll look over you, I'll approve you, and you will become that part of that group. And again, it's a great community. So thank you all for joining and participating there. All right, so let's move forward now. When it comes to Spider-Woman, I wound up getting the Peach Momoko variant. So that variant is really nice. The design here of Spider-Woman Null is just awesome. That's a cool nullified. So I wound up getting that as well. And then I wound up getting Something is Killing the Children. This is issue 13. I guess we're coming to the end of the first story arc. I think last week I asked, how long is this series going on? I didn't realize that it was an ongoing and that this is only the first story arc. So I'm really kind of looking forward to this. It looks like Erica Slaughter's going against her people, the people that I guess raised her or whatnot. So it looks like we're coming to the conclusion here. Very dark, gritty artwork as usual. Such a good series. Really, really well done. Could have easily been in my top 10 series of the year. It wasn't, but it's hard to come up with that list when you read so many comic books, and a lot of them are really, really good. All right, so next we have from IDW, finally this came out, Transformers Back to the Future. This is part 2 or issue 2, and we get to see the introduction of the time machine, the DeLorean being an Autobot named Gigawatt. So that's cool. It's just basically a book just like any Back to the Future movie, as Marty McFly goes into a future that's definitely not his own. He's in his hometown. It's run by Decepticons. It's so good. And honestly, the dialogue when you're reading it, it really feels like the characters are right there. And I love that. So this is a good book. Long time waiting. This is issue 2 of the series. All right, next. Another independent book, we have The Picture of Everything Else. This one is done by Vault Comics. This is the variant cover for this book. I heard that this was really good. My comic book shop, one of the managers there, John, recommended this to me, and he said, Mike, you got to read this. It has a little horror element to it, very, very slight supernatural elements. You can see that the tone of the book, the colors take place in that old time period, so it makes you feel like you're in that time. So I'm curious to see really what this book is about. Here's some gory parts right there. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this. This is something that I wasn't going to pick up, so I'll let you guys know what The Picture of Everything Else is about. All right, so next on the list, we wound up getting DC here. We got Batman Detective Comics issue 1033. This series deals with Hush, this particular story arc, and then we're getting to the conclusion of Peter J. Tomasi's run. It looks like Damian is back by his side, which was kind of cool because you got left cliffhanging with that in the last issue. Did they reconcile all their differences? I don't know yet, but they're kind of just working together for the better of the Bat family. So that will be cool to see those two work together again. And where does Damian go from here? I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below when it comes to Detective Comics. And will you be reading it when Tamaki takes it over? So there's Batman Detective Comics issue 1033. All right. And then next, we wind up getting the variant cover of Detective Comics 1033. These covers have been so good, man, all year round, where you just get to see Batman do these different acts, right? One time he's just like beating up the Joker. Another time, like he turns his cape towards you and he's walking towards the Batmobile. One time he's driving in the Batmobile. Now he's going through a fire escape, going through a window. Like, it's so cool seeing all these little actions that he's doing, right? So I wound up getting that. And then last but not least, guys, this week from DC, only 2 DC books. I wound up getting Harley Quinn, Batman the White Knight, Harley Quinn. This is issue 3 or book 3. It's been a really solid book. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the history of Harley in her early days in this universe with Jack Napier on how he became the Joker, how he kind of got pushed to that edge. It's been a solid read. The interior artwork is good, even though it's not Sean Gordon Murphy's artwork. It's still really, really well done. Or is it his artwork? No, he does just the cover. So yeah, so he doesn't do the artwork. It's very similar style. The colors are really nice as well. Here's some more artwork in there too. So yeah, so there you have it. All right, guys. So there's the haul for this week. Sorry it was late. Sorry, it just feels different not doing it in my car. That may sound weird because I do all my videos in the garage, but I like doing it in the car because it just has that sense of, hey, I just got out of the comic book store and check out my comics. So now it's just like a day later and it's like, hey, it's a day later. I'm in my garage and now here's my comics. I feel like it just has the same effect, but it's still fun to do it anyway, right? So guys, I just want to say, if I don't have another video before Christmas, which I don't think so, I just want to say, have a great Christmas. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe. And hopefully maybe I'll have a Christmas haul and I'll share that with you. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And if you like this content, I'll leave you more content right here. And again, guys, thank you so much. You guys are awesome, all of you. And again, enjoy your holiday. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.